I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Ready. Silver. 2 times. Out. 5 down. Stand up in.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ingram. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Jackson. He shakes him off. He can't get him down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They give to Johnson going right. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Ravens are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Murray now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Jackson on first down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, but it's going to be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And an alley to run. Murray has the first down and more as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
Kill.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch that in. Tight end right.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we reach halftime here. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 33 yards that time. Murray on the sneak. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, He's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. 66, pull it, high. Zoom, zoom. Go.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Steps away to his left. They find some open field here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. There he goes, left side. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Murray now, third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kevin White, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 22. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
First down, Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Murray now to throw.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
From the gun on third down, Murray looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's when you almost never see at this level a wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Forced out to his left. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Again, it's Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. No.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson, throwing again. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Come on. Come on, D.
Now Jackson. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set, ready. 18 gator. Mike 48. Mike 48. Hey, watch the slant. Match up.
Back to throw it. Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The 2nd quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. Murray. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ready. 48 to Mike. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker now for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Murray to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Clay, the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. That's it. Take Mike 99, Mike 99. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Get him all. Rest. Slam.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 60 out long. Check pass.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Murray fighting. Lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Yes,
Back to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He'll bite, and he's going to go down again. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Murray, one final try. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Got some room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.